Why do we love dunking on the boomers so much? And is it justified? Well, I'm going to get into this with starting with myself. Yes, I know, I'm guilty. Yes, I dunk on them too. And nobody loves a good boomer bashing session more than me. Doesn't matter if I'm the one doing it or I'm listening to other people. There's no lack of channels, there's no lack of videos out there where we've all got an axe to grind. If you're Gen X, that's me by the way, or a millennial or a Zoomer, we've all got an axe to grind with boomers. Am I right? Can we get a show of hands? And as far as the whole thing about is it justified? Yes and no. First of all, yes, they grew up in the time and they accomplished major milestones. I love this scene down here. It's like a creek. The dog's trying to catch up with me. They grew up in a time that was, first of all, substantially better than what we deal with economically, socially, and romantically. Okay. Honestly, to me, boomers are not special. There's nothing really special or unique about them. And I've said this probably more than once, I just look at them as this group of people that just won the timeline lottery. Okay, they were born in America at a time when, well, the Great Depression was over, World War II was over, jobs had become plentiful, there were unions, this old trope you hear about, you meet the boss and give him a firm handshake and you're hired the next day. Yes, I would imagine, yeah, people our age, yeah, we are kind of bitter because we're not probably never going to experience that, and we know it deep down. So as far as the whole thing about we're just lazy, I'm sure you heard that a lot. People our age and younger are just lazy. And I would say not only, about the boomers, they're not only are they not unique or special, they were just average people that just happened to be born into an era with a lot of prosperity in it. And they could circumvent a lot of the nonsense that we're having to deal with. A weird noise down there somewhere. I don't know what it was. I think my dogs were trying to figure out what it was. Yeah. I don't know. It's just some kind of a weird breed of dog way off in the distance. But anyway, back to the boomers. Yeah, and we've got to coexist with them whether we like it or not. My best advice, anybody out there, you have to deal with boomers, whether they're your parents, co-workers, or other people you have to work with. Don't go to them for advice about anything to do with getting a job or getting dates. It's two things. You're just stay out of those realms altogether. If they offer advice anyway, just take it with a grain of salt. Thanks anyway, because they really aren't going to understand because they didn't have to deal with it. So I think, honestly, I just think hating on a group of people is just, I don't know. When we feel begrudged, I think it's just human nature to want to look for a scapegoat. Whether it's good or bad, or it certainly doesn't, I think it's just cathartic, I guess, for us. It's just a way to release pent-up anger, frustration. It don't change them, obviously, and it might make us feel a little bit better for a little while, but And I don't know, we should probably just spend a few minutes and then kind of change the subject. I don't know when we get into this whole thing, but yeah, I'm probably won't cut this off. First further I get, because I'm getting too close to that generator and it tends to, you can kind of hear it. But but as far as the whole thing with the boomers go, I really feel like, yes, if you want to talk about the demographic group that screwed up America most, yes, they got my vote. More than any other group. Why? Because they shifted America away from its value system that we'd had for at least a few centuries, you know. I mean, this whole thing about free love and permissive morals and the drugs and sex before marriage and outside of it and all that, that never was. I mean, until the boomers got old enough to have authority and influence, that crap was never widespread like it is now. And the other thing that we hate about them is their turncoats. I mean, they got to be wild hippie flower children in the 60s, you know, going to Woodstock and all that. And then when the 80s came around, they shifted into being conservative and saying no to drugs. Because I know when I was a kid in grade school, we were all wearing these little just say no buttons on our clothes and all that. So, in other words, you got to have the best of both worlds. Got to be sellouts. We didn't get to, people our age didn't get to enjoy all that, you know. So that whole little trope about how we got to clean up after a party we were never even invited to. Yes, I feel that, definitely. And I do want to add, I don't know if there's a way to say hashtag not all boomers. I don't know if that's available on here, but I just want to disclose. Yes, I know not all of them are like that. There's always outliers. There are some that have better value systems that didn't get all caught up in the undertow of sin and drugs and everything. But there's just, the problem is that in the aggregate, there's enough of them that screwed up America to make them all look bad. And obviously, this is just for me making an event video. I don't really offer any solutions. I know it's always like, oh, waiting for them to die. I don't know. Shouldn't we be trying to live our lives too? I'm not sitting around waiting for them to, any group of people to die off. I mean, before, if we spent our lives doing that, I don't think anything would get done. But I mean, you know, it's what it is, pretty much. The way we feel about them. I mean, the biggest problem, and they control all these worldly affairs in politics. Boomers are still large and in charge with politics. And civil and national and worldly affairs, that's another thing. And people my age got skipped and completely skipped over. And yeah, we're kind of bitter about it. I'm not, like I said, I'm not sitting around waiting for a whole demographic group to finally die off. Obviously, they were a big demographic group, otherwise they were called the baby boomers. Because apparently that was a time of a very high birth rate, I guess. But I just wish they'd pull back, let go of the reins of power, go play golf or something, go play with their grandkids, leave the rest of us alone, quit gatekeeping, quit keeping opportunities away from us, That's all I want to see. That would be enough for me to be a happy person. But anyway, that's my little ramble for today, and I'll talk to you guys another day. I'm out.